They changed the crosswalk buttons at Ulster.
They did?
Yeah, it's now like a lit up light one, you know? Like the
Oh.
ones where you press it and the red light goes on.
Is it like the big button with the arrow in it?
Yeah, well, there's no arrow. It's like a half globe.
Oh, wow. What? Since when?
Since tonight, when I went to get milk
Yeah, I
at the
think
local convenience store.
even this morning they didn't have that. Well, they've been doing construction for... Oh. I like this ability.
Yep.
So this is the Lord vessel that gets you that?
Yeah, changes everything.
Yeah, we could have used it that couple episodes ago when you were going back and forth to Andre.
Let's not think about that anymore. It's in the past.
Gotta think about the future.
Wait, can I warp? I can warp to Painted World. I didn't know I could even get back to. Stone Dragon. Oh, that's in the that sand place. Chamber of the Princess.
Oh, the Stone Dragon, where you got the dragon head thing.
Is Undead Parish?
That's Andre.
Okay. Because I need to go back to that first. I'll just go. Need to trade something to get something to help me with something. You'll see.
Very descriptive.
Mm-hmm.
The onion friend is at Firelight now.
Is he?
Yep, he's by the fire.
Let's give him a shout.
Oh, it just feels good to be back here. I feel like we haven't been here in months.
The other dude is gone.
The Crestfallen Knight.
Yeah.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking to get the old book. Is that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Catalina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, bro.
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
I'll be heading down shortly myself.
That's very kind of him.
He's a kind man.
Nice to get some goodness in this game.
How's this guy doing?
Hey, there's our friend,
Big Hat Logan.
Hello there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head high.
A pleasant man.
yes. Yeah, so much pleasantness.
Hello there. Glad to see you alive.
Can you not learn sorcery because you didn't choose to be a sorcerer?
Yeah.
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned, and he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat.
Not very observant.
Way ahead, you been.
That guy was the guy we rescued from the lower end of Berg, I believe, on our way down to fight the giant rat.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. Oh, and if by chance you've had a change of heart, I'll be pleased to assist you by sharing my spells.
Pyromancer.
Oh, okay. We don't do that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame. But it's your choice. I'm on the fringe. Yeah, I know. Undead or not, that's who I am. I only wish that I could have repaid you somehow.
Nope.
So what does that new miracle you got do?
I think it emits force. I think it's the first offensive miracle I've gotten.
That's good.
Yep, shockwave.
That seems good.
Yep. Needs 18 faith.
Faith, you got 21.
There you go. Can I add it to?
Go, just...
No. You.
How did you
How
add
does this
heal
work?
to
How
that?
does this work again?
Yeah. We're
So I got that.
incompetent.
No.
Go. Click on the miracle in the
Hold on.
quit game. I think it's quit.
There's a
quit
2-minute
game.
slots.
Oh, you're already using 5 out of 5 on.
Yeah. But how do I take off?
Ooh.
How do I take off the one I had? Just click it, maybe?
Yeah. Go click on it. Change order.
No.
Go up to heal.
Toggle stats. No. I'm doing something stupid.
There must be a way to get to your 2-minute slots in your.
Oh, it's here. No, it's not there. It's
And what about when in this screen?
Yeah, you'd think so. Like here or something?
No. What about the book on the far
What book?
right? Press right bumper twice.
No, that's options.
Oh, okay.
How did we need to get this to work?
We should go back and look at our first episode when we got it.
Display. Okay. What if I just... Huh.
Was that in 2-minute slots or was it uses 5 out of 5?
I feel like if someone's watching the screen right now yelling obscenities at us because we don't know what they know exactly what to do and we don't.
Yeah.
It's not in
Keep
here.
yelling. We'll get it eventually.
Like I
Because we only have 1 and 2-minute slot. That's why there's only one spell there.
But I can't. This is just an information screen. I can't
Yeah.
interact with anything on it. Keys. That is no. Okay. So there's this. There's that.
Go to heal again.
Yeah. Maybe it's actually just use. You don't want to drop it. Change order? No. It's the order on the screen. Why?
Toggle status. Why?
Can you imagine how much I hate this?
Yeah, we've been mentioning it for the past couple episodes. Why don't we just
This is really annoying me now that I don't have this. So here's... This is weapons, this is shields. It's armor. It's not on the screen as far as I can tell. Unless I'm missing something.
yeah, I don't know.
The screen is just...
We did it once, obviously.
Something to do with...
Maybe ask that guy.
Maybe.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose.
In a way, it's miracles.
I can actually talk to him.
Why don't we get going to where we're going, and we'll try to figure it out on the way. I'm looking it up.
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh, go to a bonfire.
Ah, fuck yeah, I'm an idiot.
We are, yeah.
Of course you'd have to go to bonfire to attune your miracles. Makes perfect sense.
Yes, it.
Totally intuitive.
So you can't change on the fly and get an advantage that way.
That would be too convenient.
Yeah. Everything in this game is fair, not convenient.
Attune magic.
There you go. So, do you want to have the force instead of the heal?
Yeah, because then...
Especially because you've got 10 coming from Firelink. 10 and Estus's. Esti. SD.
So how do I... Okay, I'm at force.
There you go. You get 6 of those.
There you go. Just try it out, see what happens. I don't want to hurt one of my...
You go to
buddies.
go to those skeletons nearby, or these hollows.
Would work well on the skeletons because they're undead, and I think divine works well on them.
Is this definitely divine damage? I assume it is.
What?
Interesting. Try it again on this guy. He does like no damage to you.
Maybe because he hit me as I was doing it?
No, I think you just missed him. There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, I have to target him when I do it. Okay. Yeah,
That
works.
seems good. I mean, you're using it on extremely weak enemies, but
Yeah. Come handy. Is it only one at a time, or does it area of effect?
I'm not sure. It looks like it should be area effect, but it only hit one of them at a time.
Let's try those skeleton bros.
Yeah, can you... Now, that thing this could be really useful for, those ghosts in this game that you can only hit while cursed. Does divine damage go through that?
No, I think I would have to use a transient curse. Anyway, so... How do I get through there again?
Go down.
This guy's in the way.
No, it's not.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think yeah, there you go.
Come on, buddy.
Now these guys reform if you kill them normally. You ever see Jason and the Argonauts? Mike? The old school movie?
Same bits and pieces. It's not any enjoying when you're killing.
This miracle has its flaws.
Yeah.
They're not reforming.
Yeah, and it will also do more damage as my faith scales up, right?
Yeah. They did good 200 damage.
Yeah, it wasn't
These
terrible.
super weak guys. But yeah, if you have like 40 faith instead of 21, it'll do way more. It's just so slow to charge up.
Yeah, you need a distance between you. And you can't bring your shield up while you're doing it.
Yeah. You
No.
want to give it a try for one
Yeah.
real thing, and if it sucks, go back to heal.
Yeah.
So where are we going today? I don't even know.
Well, we're heading down below.
Well, yeah,
But
I
before
know.
that, I have to,
Give something to someone.
because it's really dark down there.
Oh.
So I can get an item that you can either find a lantern, but that takes place of a shield, or there's a helmet you can find that
Smart.
yeah.
Like our headlamps in PEI.
Yep. And actually, finding that helmet would be an annoying way of doing it. I can actually just
Oh, this is bringing back bad memories.
take off my armor to do that. I think so.
I think you did.
Yeah, I can actually trade it for. Remember that old witch's ring that made me able to talk to that spider lady?
Yeah, you started with the game with it.
So I have to trade that. So I won't be able to talk to her anymore. But whatever.
Oh well, we already talked to her.
Yeah. But if I want to talk to her again,
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
ever seen the movie Robocop, Nick?
Only parts of it, but not the whole thing.
I've been on a big Robocop kick.
Why is that?
Don't know. Well, it all started when I watched the trailer for the remake.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that too. That
Looks bad,
it does look bad.
but it got me
You
on a
didn't
hole.
hit the button.
I did. I'm gonna hold downward spiral.
This happens to you a lot.
Well, yeah. Down the rabbit hole of
You're
Robocop.
You're
It's a
never
really
going
good
down
movie.
the rabbit hole.
I haven't actually seen it again. I've seen it many times. I don't need to, but I've been looking up Peter Weller. I'm a big fan of. I was a big fan of already.
Peter Weller's the guy who plays Robocop?
He is Robocop, yes. He's also he was in Star Trek Into Darkness last.
Yes, yes.
He's in that TV show Odyssey 5, which I'm.
Only you seem to remember?
Yeah, well, whatever. He had an interview on the AV Club recently. Which was a pretty good interview. He's an intelligent guy, like literally intelligent, like not just like seems smart. He like is a PhD.
I think he had a roll off or jump off.
Yeah, well, I didn't time it right. He's doing his dissertation at UCLA on Renaissance art.
Wow.
Also knows a lot about Egyptology. He went to did his master's in Venice on Renaissance art.
That's the place to do it.
He said the master's in Venice was actually more difficult than the PhD in UCLA is turning out to be, because it's like studying Renaissance art there. They take it really seriously.
Well, yeah. That's interesting. Like, what did specify which Renaissance artists he was into, or?
Just like the history of it. Like,
And then why Egyptology as well? That's
I-
very
so
a polymath.
yeah, he's a professor too. Like, he's part of him doing his dissertation and his doctorate is he has to also teach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he kind of got into it for like a friend of his, who's an actress, took him to see like an exhibit when he was in Italy, and when he was like in the 70s or 80s or something, and they just kind of got him. He just fell in love with it. Like he said, when he saw the Mediterranean, he cried the first time, and he's like of
Yes.
very. He's of like Welsh descent, like in Scottish descent. He has nothing to do with his ancestors with the Mediterranean, right?
Yeah.
As far removed as he could be. But he
Just overcome with the beauty.
yeah, he wishes he's envious of anyone who's from there, because they've apparently determined that like everyone now, like, we may have started in Africa, but everyone's DNA, like a lot, that beginning has kind of died off. But really, the Mediterranean is where everything started, like Mesopotamia.
Lots of civilizations certainly started there, in that region.
Like everyone who's not in Africa is from the Mediterranean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's like
Like everyone in Asia is from the Mediterranean. Everyone in South America is from the Mediterranean. Like that is where humanity started.
the civilization, at least.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, like the DNA leads back to Mediterranean, not Africa, because like that part of us died off.
That's interesting. So I guess if he's into just the Mediterranean culture, it makes sense he would both like Italian art and Egyptology.
Yeah. Apparently, his like recommendation letter to grad school was written by Gore Vidal and Woody Allen.
Wow.
Because he's good friends with Woody Allen because he's into jazz, and so is Woody Allen. And
They're both both actors.
yeah, I don't think he's actually been in one of his movies though. But Woody Allen wrote that he was a credit to his race at the end of his thing, which confused Peter Weller. What does that mean? I'm a good white man?
That is confusing.
Like
What?
for a white man, I'm good. It's a weird thing to be called.
It must have been a joke.
I think it was a joke.
'Cause also, that's a weird thing to say to anybody.
Yeah. But I guess if Woody Allen tells you to let the guy into grad school, you'll be let in.
Well, Woody Allen and Gore Vidal's no slouch.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly he's Peter Weller's successful at it. He got his master's and getting his PhD.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
I remember this guy.
Yep. Just takes us back in.
Yeah, back to the beginning. And
Oh.
then back to the middle.
Yeah. I need the tiny the witch ring.
Yeah, the
Old witch's
old
ring.
witch's ring. No known use.
No. That, no. That no warm, that no soft.
Didn't seem to like it.
Huh? Well, you're gonna take it. So now I got to, apparently it was supposed to work. This game sometimes, I don't know.
Just lost the ring.
Better not have.
What's that thing called? Old Witch's Ring?
Mm-hmm. Once I go back into it, it should just have changed into what I need. The Robocop itself is so Paul Verhoeven directed it. He's a Dutch guy, and be there.
You, give me.
Fuck
One.
you. Fuck you.
Give me.
Is that Snuggly the Crow?
I thought it was.
And you're...
Was it the Old Witch's Ring or Tiny Being's Ring? It disappeared, so I don't have it anymore.
I think what this says is that you trade... you did it the opposite way. In that you trade that... trade
does it go the
the
other way?
Sunlight Maggot with Snuggly the Crow for the Old Witch's Ring, if you don't have it. So...
No, but the opposite works true. The opposite works too.
Why did you think that?
Because it says so. Notes can be traded with Snuggy the Crow for the Old Witch's Ring. What? Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so it's the opposite way.
So I need to go to Los Angeles. Well, okay, then I'm just going to be in the dark. the
You
whole
can
time.
use that lantern, and you just switch to your shield,
Yeah,
or just two hands.
That's what I did last time. It was so frustrating. Maybe I'll just go to Lost Isla first.
What is Lost Isla?
I need to go to Demon Ruins.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
So what were we saying about Robocop? It's...
So Paul Verhoeven, Dutch director,
Yeah.
he is like a scholar of the historical Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, like a
What's
renowned
all this-
scholar.
What's people so multi-talented?
Well, I mean, directors wear many hats. But so he wrote a book about it, like with footnotes and stuff. I think he's making a movie about it too. He's a member of like some society where they gather around and talk about historical Jesus.
You mean Christianity?
No, they don't
I
talk
know.
about historical Jesus.
Well, okay, whatever people want to do for fun.
But so he imbued Robocop with a lot of medieval imagery, which wouldn't belong to the movie if like an American director had done it, probably.
Or at least an American director that wasn't into historical Jesus.
Yeah. Give it a unique. So it's basically like the story of Christ. Like it's about resurrection. Like there's images of him walking on water. It's also about the story of Job. You know, a man who's tested,
Yeah.
loses his faith, and all that stuff. And then it's also the story of the golem, the Hebraic tale of the
construct.
yeah, a village creates this monster to help defend their village or whatever, and then once he's done, they want him to go away, but he's got life now, so he doesn't want to leave.
Is that in the Bible, or is that just a apocryphal story?
I'm not sure.
Is it just a mythological story?
It's a story of the Jewish faith, daughter of chaos. I think so. Yeah.
That sounds scary. Oh, what convenience we have now. Even despite our incorrect detours.
So I'm going to drop down here for a little bit to see if this works. If this doesn't, then I'll call it quits.
Oh yes, this is where we fought Quelaag.
There we go. Now I can't talk to that lady.
Could you have picked it up after you dropped it? Had you known?
Yeah, but not once I...
Not once you quit.
quit, yeah. It's also a really good satire of America. Much like you saw Starship Troopers.
Yes.
So it's in that same vein of satire.
Yeah.
A lot of like news programs and stuff.
America's very satirizable.
It satirizes like the privatization, like business privatizing everything. the notion that like if you allow it to privatize everything, it'll eventually privatize crime. Yeah, it's a really stands the test of time. And so in interviewing Peter Weller, I found that, or watching interviews of him, I feel as though I've interviewed him myself. I know so much about him.
You've lived with him, loved him.
Yes. Anyone knows?
Been close to him, intimate.
Anyway,
Go on.
I've said too much. This reminds me of Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah.
It's
got to get the spider friend.
Yeah,
Well, you don't have
Squitter.
you don't have the ring anymore.
No. Yeah, that's weird. Both lava and spiders mixed together.
Yeah,
It's,
but
it's an unconventional pairing. But what was I saying? Spiders, Squitter.
You really have been in love with Peter Weller. And
Yeah.
feel like you know him inside and out.
I was gonna say something about. Oh, he doesn't like sci-fi as a genre.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though he's been in Robocop and Star Trek.
Well, he didn't used to like sci-fi. But the thing with Robocop is, so the thing with
Oh god.
a lot of people don't think of sci-fi as art. Like most people do now, but there was a time when it was really disregarded. Thought of as trivial.
Yeah.
Still to this day, a lot of people just don't like it. It's like same thing with fantasy. They think it's dumb, right?
Yes, and it can be.
And what it does, because so one thing Peter Weller has mentioned is that he has learned to like sci-fi and things that he didn't previously like. There's a lot of times people talk about art, they say, "I know what I like."
Yeah.
Right? Like
I don't know about art, but I know what I like.
Yeah. So I have an innate sense. Whatever this is, I like it. Whatever this is, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But, and this is I forget who said this. It may have been Elia Kazan or something. But the truth is, it's not I know what I like. It's I like what I know. That if someone were to take you by the hand and guide you through the context of anything, of any kind of art, like Cubism, there's that you would, if it might not be your favorite thing, but you would learn you would like it. You would learn to appreciate it at the very least.
I think that's a very good point.
So there's a painting at the Museum of Modern Art of like a totally black canvas.
You should hit these guys with a miracle.
It's not a bad idea. You gotta grow this guy out.
Go closer.
What are we gonna? Oh,
Bad idea.
let's not do that again.
Now these are the same as that boss we fought in
Yeah,
Morrowind at
so much
Earth.
easier now. Well, I'm like 1 million more strength.
Like
Crazy good armor.
upgrade is just kidding.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't do anything to it.
To that point of if you learn the context of something, you can at least appreciate it.
Mhm.
Like I took a class a couple years ago in.
Well, let me finish my thing about the black canvas first.
All right.
Because I'm going to lose my train of thought. But okay, so it's this black canvas. You get closer and you see it's different, like the texture of like cross hatching, like in little segments or little squares of cross hatching going vertical and horizontal, right? In little quadrants all throughout it, right?
Yeah.
And what it is, so like it's an abstraction of an abstraction, is what it is. Like people took like the Renaissance and then they decided, well, let's look at the edges of that. Like just focus on the lines, like instead of the hat, like the edges around the hat, stuff like that, which create like a lot of geometric shapes. And then they decided, let's do an abstraction of that, and you got stuff like that that painting. And I'm not an expert on it, of course, as you have probably figured out.
Yeah.
But if someone who was to take you through that in a more comprehensive fashion, I think it would be possible to not appreciate it.
Yeah, I think you can also like appreciate and understand, or at least understand what they were going for without necessarily it feeling good to you or having some emotional impact on you. Like, I think some things you will just have an innate emotional experience, and I think that's part of what people mean when they say, I know what I like. But at the same time, you can appreciate something, and sometimes that can make you like it, and sometimes
But it's really
you'll still dislike it, but you at least know about it.
But that innate experience is 100% of the time because you're basing that instinctual initial impression on what you've known before, what you've been you've been exposed to before. So if as a kid, your parents played Beatles songs all the time,
Yeah.
then you're exposed to that. Or in my case, they played Hall & Oates songs all the time. You're exposed to that, and then that's what you learn to like things that are like that, or you'll see whatever subconscious part of it reminds you of it. Whereas something that's totally different, unrelated to that style, or whatever it is, it's harder for you to innately enjoy. It has to have some element, but that is totally wrong. If you were, because it's all about exposure. Like, they've done studies where with music, where if you expose someone to like sounds of a person like screaming, like totally avant-garde stuff,
Yeah.
for like enough time, they will like it. Like it takes longer for the more avant-garde style. But of course, if you had that as a child, it probably would be the opposite.
Well, I think when I was getting into metal, like when people get into metal, usually you start with something that's like kind of like what you would know, but heavier, and you're like, well, I like this heaviness, but I don't know if I can get into the really
Remember
heavy
this guy as
stuff.
the boss?
Yeah. And then you sort of get into slightly heavier and heavier, and then you sort of figure out what you like. But it's always a process. No one just gets into the most extreme metal or the most extreme whatever right away.
You're foot in the pool, and then you ramp it up as you go. And eventually, like, you get used to one thing, so you need more. That's the way it goes when you get to more extreme stuff.
It's like doing drugs.
Yeah, exactly. But music is very much like a drug, you know.
I think so. I think
it affects your pleasure zone sometimes.
I think it's this form of art is the most directly connected to your emotions, at least for me.
Like sad music does make you sad.
Yeah.
Sad art makes you sad. Anyone makes me sad too, like you said. It's definitely extends across mediums.
I just think music is the most direct route. It's just for me, maybe. And it's crazy how you can just beat these former bosses so easily.
I don't know about this fella.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
No?
Alright, that's fine. I think there's like a bunch of dudes here that are gonna ambush me.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, like I took this class on Soviet art, and we talked about socialist realism, which is often derided as like really terrible art because it was just sort of state-controlled.
I can't get in there now. I thought when I got the Lord Vessel, it opened up.
Huh.
Oh, wait a second. Am I gonna have to go to the snake first? Maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the fucking snake first. God damn it. Alright, well, this is a preview of what's gonna happen next episode. So I'm gonna work my way back, talk to the snake, and then call it an episode.
Yeah.
Go ahead then.
Anyway, but if you sort of understand the reasons why, like, they decide to make that style, is to, like, promote unity and to promote, the cultural message that Stalin was wanting to promote, and the fact that oftentimes the writers would insert their own messages sort of subtly in and use metaphor whilst conforming to the guidelines set out by the state. It's still not something I would read, on the beach or something, but I could appreciate it in a way that I feel you couldn't just go into it without. Because if you just went into it, it's just like the book we read was called Cement. It's about this guy making
cement,
like a group of workers like rebuilding a cement factory. Like that sounds like the most boring thing I've ever heard of.
a little ponderous.
Yeah, and it was like 500 pages. But
it's like
learning like the background. The guy rewrote it all the time, kept adding little things, and things like that. And it comes out later that he had been in like a forced labor camp and had sort of inserted some subtle metaphors to that in there.
So he's creating art within the confines
Yeah,
sometimes
even
makes
something like,
makes an artist more like creating a confine makes
Or even
you
just
more
like-
have you more creative in how you express it.
so just knowing the context of something improves your ability to appreciate it.
Well, it's like Soviet brutalism, like architecture, like Robarts. I just can't stand. Like, so the way I see art, and this is trying to wrap it around back to sci-fi and Robocop. So bear with me here. So art is beauty, and beauty is art, right?
I'm bearing.
So to create art, it has to be something beautiful, correct? Now, the way I see it, there are different ways to express that. So there's literal, just something beautiful, like a pretty sunset or a flower or something, right? That's like the easiest way to do it, and that is art, right? And probably my least favorite form. Then there's something really sad, like immensely sad, is beautiful, and is art. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you agree with me on that point?
Yes.
And
Firelink.
and that is, I prefer, but still, it's been done to death. Like it's easy to do, but it doesn't make it. Well, it's not easy to do it well, but it's been done many times, right? Tragedy
Yeah.
is great art, and it's good well to go to. Then I think ugliness. I think it's possible to find art in anything, for one thing. So you can create art in ugliness, and an example of that would be Harmony Korine stuff. Is him trying to do that? And I know I'm not totally sold on it. I think it's very probably the most difficult to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and I'm not sure if I would call what he does art or not. But on good faith, I would just kind of accept it.
You have retrieved
Yeah.
the Lord Vessel after 1,000 years. It is you.
Then you got this.
It is really
Speaking
you.
of ugliness.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey.
I've only done this
Assume
first.
that you are ready.
Not our best in terms of
Still.
going to the right place or doing things in the right order, but had some good conversation.
No? Still going? It's the beauty of this good Jiggy Dark Souls. Sometimes it sounds like we're not recording at all. You just try to be quiet when cutscenes on. It's like a bunny rabbit.
This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lord Vessel on the altar.
Sounds like Christopher Plummer. Also, his one ear is like stuck in a weird way. It's physics for you.
Christopher Plummer was in Skyrim.
It's true. You need to beat that stuff.
I've been thinking of replaying it. But so that's the Lord Vessel.
Oh, smokes. Now you're gonna see that door open.
Where's that?
I forget. You know where
That's
that is.
Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna go that now.
What does offer souls to the Lord Vessel?
So what I'm doing is I'm collecting bosses' souls, particular
Oh,
bosses'
okay.
souls, and when I do that, they'll open that door. So there's like 4 bosses now I have to fight.
Got
Okay.
it, okay, yes.
What was I saying? Okay, so there's also, I think, art in the mundane. an example of that would be like James Joyce stuff. Which is also incredibly difficult to pull off. But like Ulysses is a good example. Like, prove it conclusively that you can do that. And like it's like this story of a guy walking around town getting a cheese sandwich, and he's creating, you know, the highest of literature out of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So sci-fi is an example of creating art of like the almost like the ridiculous, like the unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like the there's a sense of disbelief that it has to overcome, and it does it most of the time by being super serious about it, by treating it with such solemnity that it like counteracts the inherent ridiculousness of laser swords in space. You know what I mean? Like Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the world. You know, this is what we do.
You treat it with a lot of grittiness. You know, you try and take this unbelievable situation and setting, and you ground it in reality as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically every good side, like Blade Runner, you know, that sort of thing. But Robocop is an incredibly silly movie. Like it's serious in some ways, but it's also ridiculous in almost every way.
Yeah.
And intentionally so. But like, if you didn't know symbolism, and even if you did, it's still like people will think it's kind of like trite, kind of like innocuous. You know, it's like a run-of-the-mill action movie.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it, I think, is that, and the unique approach that is not in any other sci-fi film I've ever seen, is like it has this whole medieval symbolism to it that like subconsciously enacts upon the viewer.
What do you mean by medieval?
This is Peter Weller's interpretation of it.
So
Now,
like, what about it is medieval?
a lot of the Christ imagery, and the religious imagery,
Okay.
just tons of subtle things that I don't understand, that I'm taking on faith.
Me neither, because I don't know much about medieval times or art.
But it's apparently packed with it. And in such an unconventional way, it's the dichotomy is it's like a stupid, on its surface, idea.
Did he hit you?
A robotic cop. And then
A robotic cop called Robocop.
and then making him into Jesus. But the fact that it works at all is crazy. And Verhoeven has done this with other things, with varying levels of success. Like Starship Troopers is another great sci-fi movie, which is mostly more just satire in general. But also it's like a very anti-fascist movie. But Showgirls, I don't think there's any artistic relevance to it.
You always go for that third one and get hit.
Just trying to get to the bonfire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That was what you
I'm
get
generally a
about
fan of unconventional art. Of like, you know, I don't like super stuffy academia. You know what I mean? So I like, same thing with art. I guess I find it, you know, kind of phony in like the Holden Caulfield sense, which is in itself kind of a phony way of looking at things. But it doesn't appeal to me. It seems like it's adding a extra layer that doesn't need to be there.
Like
It's artificial. It's a contrivance.
What do you mean?
And same thing with art. There's a lot of contrivance to it to make it seem more important. You know, I guess you call it pretentiousness. Well, I like removing that in any way possible. I think it separates you from what's good about it. what I mean? Like, there's plenty of good art that is you could describe as pretentious. That you have to. I find I have to get past the pretentiousness to appreciate it. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know it exists. You know what I mean?
I think so.
But I like the reverse approach where you insert it into something completely unpretentious.
Oh my
completely.
God, that guy snuck up on me. Oh man, he got me good.
Like as uncool and unpretentious as possible. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I mean, it's a shameless plug to my other podcast, the Technicolor Radio. We talk a lot about how, basically talking a lot about, you know, the art of pop music videos. And that is, I mean, pop music is popular, but it's also really not cool.
It's also like extremely difficult to
just the
pull off
group
well.
Yeah, I agree. But it's
Like people think it's easier than like a 10-minute like rock opera.
It's harder.
But it's much harder.
It's harder than I think most genres.
To be so succinct and catchy.
and become popular.
And to be able to be so catchy that you want to listen to it like a million times without getting tired of it. You know what I mean?
I guess it probably says something about, you know, kind of people we know that pop music is seen as really uncool. But
I think it's less so.
I do think now that everyone can find like their own genre of music that they like.
Yeah, because still
Like,
generally
pop is not as so like the pop music is the most popular, but it doesn't mean that it's like even 50% of the audience.
and there's still plenty of terrible manufactured like
Yeah.
top 40 songs that are like
Yeah.
crowdsourced. You know what I mean? Like just like focus grouped.
Yeah, but I think
I think this is where I want to go.
I don't know if that's.
Because I need the.
But I think when pop music is done really well, it's almost got a pretty amazing artistry to it. Oh, is this
Oh.
what we wanted to do?
That's not what I wanted to do. But I'll do it. There's these little bugs that are in this area that I need to. Is that
I
wrong?
didn't even hit it.
I don't think. But I need to. They drop the thing that I need.
This is bad.
Yeah, man. I'm not expecting this. I had forgotten this guy was here.
This is extra bonus boss fight for us. This is,
Wish I had my healing spell.
yeah.
I haven't hit him once.
It's annoying that he has something that goes through your shield. Do you have any good fire defense shield?
Oh man. I probably do, but I'm not really in a position to be switching to it.
Yeah. He's really annoying by how little he gets. So this is a lot like the demon from the Asylum.
He's much worse.
Evasive. Kind of good that he's in the corner though. Whoa.
I'm trying to run at him.
I know. I could see you trying to run. Oh, Jesus. Historical Jesus.
I want to hope it was the other way, but I want to get it.
Why don't we call it a night?
I really want to get this land because I don't even want to be here. I just want to get the bugs that are here. Can you look up on your phone? This has to
I
be
don't
done.
know what to look up.
Look up maggot. What was it called? We looked it up before.
Oh,
It's that
thing,
sunlight maggot or something.
Sunlight maggot. Glowing red-eyed chaos bug.
Okay, now
Rock.
look up the chaos bug and see where he's located.
Small hopping insects found on the pathway between the demon ruins and Lost Izalith.
Yep. So that is where I needed to go.
They have no means of inflicting damage. There's one with a unique red glow to its eyes that does not respawn.
Remember when I could have gone down like that tree area?
Yeah.
That's where I needed to have gone. Oh boy. Oh, I figured out why, speaking of oh boy, why Scott Bakula was at the Emmys.
Why?
Where am I going?
You're on the right way.
Okay. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Miniseries or Movie. He was in that Behind the Candelabra Liberace story.
Wasn't he Liberace in Quantum Leap? Or someone like Liberace?
No, he played the piano. I don't think
Maybe
it was
that's
Liberace.
feel like he was in a white suit playing the piano. Maybe he's just not related to Liberace. He just...
It very well could have been, but I don't know if that's true or not. He did not win.
Oh,
There was a kind of awkward moment where Steven Soderbergh won for Best Director of a miniseries or movie for Behind the Candelabra.
Yeah.
And in his acceptance speech, he said, of all the people deserving of thanks, you can all agree that this movie would sink or swim based on the performances of Matt Damon and Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
And then it cut to Scott Bakula clapping, or kind of like, he wasn't clapping, he was kind of like smiling and nodding his head. But you could tell, like, he didn't say my name. I'm not important to this movie. It was a little awkward. And Michael Douglas did end up winning for his portrayal.
Should we watch that? It has Bakula in it.
Yeah, I want to watch Men of a Certain Age.
We should probably watch Star Trek Enterprise too.
Yeah. That
Hey.
Men of a Certain Age is actually supposed to be good. It won a Peabody Award. Whereas Enterprise is like the death of Star Trek.
It's had some. I heard it got okay. It's last season.
You know who's in the last season that probably makes it okay?
Who?
Peter Weller.
Really?
Yep, he's the main bad guy.
Huh. Honestly, I'm on board the Bakula train. I don't care if it's bad. We gotta
Yeah.
finish Quantum Leap. It's off Netflix, but we can download it.
Yeah. You still need to watch all the rest of Voyager, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen so much of it just
It's
here
quite
and there,
boring,
like, I don't
yeah.
really care. Can you sneak around this way?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, good.
Later.
See you. I'm glad to see Bakula still
It's good
in,
farming.
in stuff.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
I guess you can't get back your souls.
Oh, I guess not. I had a bunch, didn't I?
You didn't have that much.
Didn't I have? I think I had at least one level. I had like 20-some thousand.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what happens when you accidentally attack a boss. I mean, you could potentially get it back. Like, when you log out, does it go away? When you quit?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean because it's behind that fog door?
Yeah.
No, it would still be there.
Okay, so just as long as you don't die
And I would have
between
to,
now
I'd
and
have to,
trying to kill that boss, then
yeah, let's see about that.
yeah, not gonna scare me this time.
Because I would rather not fight that guy. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have to right now.
I mean,
I guess I might as well, right?
it's not like you lost like 100K.
I lost a level though.
This is Dark Souls, though. That's
I mean, I could just fight him. I think I should. Beginning of next
we're down
episode.
here. We're down here.
Yeah. Before I leave. Although, like, being where you are is not such a huge thing anymore, so I can just warp out of here, right?
That's true, but I mean, why not? What does he give you if you kill him?
I think he's the gatekeeper to the next area. In here.
Oh,
He probably gives a bunch of souls. I don't know if he drops anything.
did you
Ah.
did you watch any more coverage of the end? Oh, jeez.
Breaking Bad was on that night, so
Yeah, I mean,
my priorities lie.
we
lie
didn't
there.
watch it, but
I know Breaking Bad won Best Drama for the first time.
I know Anna Gunn won.
And Bryan Cranston lost to the newsroom guy, Jeff Daniels,
Yeah.
which is a huge shocker. Like, if not Bryan Cranston, then at least, like, John Hamm should have won.
Or I guess Jesse would have been
Or
supporting.
Kevin Spacey.
I've heard like so many Breaking Bad people were nominated for each category they might just split the vote.
Yeah. Well, it was only Bryan Cranston for Best Actor, but maybe John Hamm and him split. But, like, Best Supporting, and Jonathan Banks, Mike were both nominated.
Yeah.
And I forget who won. Someone who didn't deserve it. Game of Thrones won like nothing. And it had a pretty good season. I think it's best season yet, actually.
One thing to remember about the Emmys is that Jason Alexander, George Costanza never won anything for that.
Yeah,
So
Jim
it's
Parsons
not-
is winning every single year for actor.
and Modern Family always wins. So
Yeah.
it's and like in
Yeah, Louis should have won.
Modern Family. Well, you can understand why Louis wouldn't win, even if it's good. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it's not really
It's
your typical TV show. Whereas Modern Family is like extremely typical, but also decent. It's
if
not,
you're
I'm not
saying
gonna
it
say
shouldn't have won because it was too good,
I'm not saying that, but I can understand why the Emmy voters didn't.
drop
It's
it.
not too good. It's too unique. And you know, for whatever reason, they don't judge on the whole season. They judge on like the clips they send in.
Did not drop it. Maybe it's behind the door. I don't know, Nick. We have some bad luck. Some bad luck. Why is this locked?
Some contraption.
Is there a lock to it? Look it up. Maybe it's somewhere else on the stage.
Just quit, please. Put us out of our misery.
How long have we been going? Like 2 hours?
Like an hour. Okay.
Maybe it's up here.
3 of them are on the Demon Ruin side, and 6 of them, including the Red-Eyed Bug, are on the Lost Izalith side.
And how do I get to the Lost Izalith side?
Um.
Do I have to defeat that guy first? Or do I have to get
No, I
there
don't think
through
so.
the other side?
You can access the area boss before the orange fog is lifted for the Lord Vessel. There are 2 bonfires, one right at the beginning, one right at the... and the second one behind the illusory wall on the base of the second black tower.
Like, I'm not in Lost Izalith yet.
Yeah. Connects from the Demon Ruins. Okay. Leads to Lost Izalith only after placing the Lord Vessel.
Fine. I just want to get those bugs.
You have to kill...
The dude.
Sure.
Who do I have to kill? You tell me who I have to kill and I'll kill him.
Proceed to Lost Izalith. If the way is not barred by the Great Lord's power, orange fog,
Yep.
the white fog wall leads to the Demon Fire Sage boss.
Yep.
On the right is a shortcut to Lost Izalith, but don't take it before talking to Solaire.
Okay.
Beyond the Demon Fire Sage is a staircase. That's all it says.
Then what happens when you go? I think I may have to fight. What's his face, and then go through and get there from the other side.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll do. I'll do one more time to find that guy, and collect my souls. And then if I die, I die, and I'll do it. I'll beat him for good next time.
Okay.
So either
Sounds
a
good.
rousing end or a terrible defeated end.
Well, usually, I don't want to...
Like, I hope I don't have to go through the whole stage to get to the other side of that. That's what I worry about. Also, I have 3 SS flasks left.
This isn't going to go well. But, good luck. Because you can't go to the... Not a lot of help.
Doing that, bud.
Yeah, let's look at the idiot. Okay. We got... Stop doing that.
So what if I got right under him, it wouldn't affect me, but it does.
Nope. It affects you more.
Alright. Do your flying thing. Oh, behind him maybe?
Oh, it helped you a little bit. Oh man.
I'm fine.
What a shield.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't even stagger you.
Staggers the game, the frame rate.
That's how good your shield is. Whoa, what the? Hit him in the butt.
Halfway there, just about.
Oh, good, good, good. Get to this little loop.
Do it, do it, do it. Jump. Oh, you idiot. Or actually,
Not an idiot.
from my perspective, you're smart.
Oh.
I just wait for him to do that
Go back, go back, go back, go back.
overhead move. Oh, how far back can I go?
I got the frame rate.
Fight it.
Go back, go back, go back. Oh no.
There we go.
Wait, let it.
You got this.
No, come back. Oh, good.
One more, one more. Fine, do it. I don't care. I can handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it. Don't.
Yes. Yes. The key was I didn't believe in you, and that always pushes you to win.
I believe in myself.
Demon's Catalysts. I guess that's for pyromancy.
I don't know.
There's got to be a bonfire soon.
I don't know.
Whew.
Where am I?
Okay. Don't die.
I don't need to go.
Ah.
Oh, it's that guy. He's helping. Let's see. It's bonfire this way. I have a vague memory of. Oh fuck! I think I need to go down. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you come from?
Scared me. Man, this is an action-packed episode.
Oh, what's that? It's a bonfire.
Yes.
Feeling good, Nick.
Oh, well, we had terrible luck throughout the most of it, but we ended on a high note.
Those bugs are right down there, so I'm just gonna get them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get them. Didn't say don't do this before talking to Solaire.
Yes. But didn't we already... Like, I don't know what that means.
Like, say, talking to him where?
Yeah, we talked to him when we saw him. Every time. The one time. He's the guy on the
What
bridge.
is this? Is this not it?
I think this is it. Don't be another boss, please.
Nick, I think this is another boss.
No.
Nick, it's gonna be a super long episode.
I want to go to bed. Why'd you?
Yeah, this will be easy.
No Estes. Oh, I guess you have 5.
Yeah, I'm fully charged.
Oh my
I
god.
don't even remember this guy. Who is this?
Why do you do this to me?
It'll be easy.
It's gonna take like
This
3
is all
days to
soul
encode.
demon centipede bride.
Centipede demon? I don't even remember
I
that.
can't even. Where am I gonna walk? He's got a bunch of heads. I think he has to steal.
Oh my The bugs are right over there. Just go at them and go.
Is there something I can wear so I can walk on lava?
You just hit the heads after he does that.
Like, I'm trapped in this little island. I can't, like...
There's a spot on the side.
Yeah, I can't lock on to him. The minute he does that, I lose my lock.
Can you like roll to the side when he's...
I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here alive.
Terrifying. Okay, moral of the story is do not traverse the white light unless you know what you're going towards. We were ending on a high note, I thought. High note.
I'll find those bugs. They're down there.
Oh my god.
This I went the wrong way. Shouldn't have gone through that door. They're down there. I know it. You just need to go the other way. Have faith, Nick. When have I ever let you down?
The 2 times you walked into the boss without knowing what it was.
Don't go there. And maybe this is not it, but it's like the same looking
This
thing.
is
Maybe it's just I have to weave my way through these. Can I do that? Okay, yeah, I got it. Come on, they wouldn't put this here without me being able to get through. Would they? Jump. Okay. I guess that's not the right way. Well, thanks for joining us.